Good morning, Equilibrium Podcast family, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. Episode 248.
Good morning.
Let's get into
What's
it.
up?
Sports update.
The Rams.
We got eliminated, y'all.
Damn, I was wrong.
Yeah.
That was Lyndon's team.
It is
No,
what
that's not
it
my
is.
team.
It's my team. You
Them
know,
niggas' team.
but they played a good game. They start coming back in the end. Pause. Saquon, bro, that dude, he is
tough.
I can't see you,
He
Shaw.
is
Scoot up,
tough.
son. Saquon is that boy is a monster. That is a true running back. Shout out to Saquon. You know, shout out to the Rams. Don't get me wrong, but Saquon was doing his thing, bro. So
Not to make excuses, but I think the weather was a big factor in the reason why they kind of slipping a little bit, because they had several chances and it just seemed like the snow got and the precipitation got. It just seemed like they couldn't keep it together.
Well, they say injuries and weather is a part of the game, so there's no excuse.
We had a
No
couple
excuse.
games in the snow that same day.
You just gotta be tight. Let's see. But all in all, it was a good game. I wish that we would have got that, dun, 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 dun,
So
all the way. So
We got Washington in the NFC Championship now against the Eagles.
hey man,
And we
shout
got the
out to
Chiefs
that
and the
boy
Bills.
Jaden Daniels, bro. That dude is remarkable. Yeah, he doing his thing, man. So shout out to that cat. Yeah,
He just got game.
he got
So
game.
games be where
He
the
got game.
vortex is, or is that
That's
all
my
over?
best friend, godson. The dude got game, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Keep
it in the family.
Yeah, man.
The Chiefs.
I don't want to repeat this next one, but the Clippers, I guess, beat the Lakers. Whatever, at the Intuit Dome. Who cares? It's the Clippers, man.
Okay.
They beat
Happy
y'all
to
often in the regular season.
Yeah, but it's the games that count. But it's whatever. We can get into that, or we can't. Whatever.
Do you want to say the Celtics killed the Warriors?
Oh,
By what, 30, 40?
yeah.
Wow, it was a big gap.
Shout out to Dame, and he said, rooting for Washington so Magic Johnson can have another trophy in another sport.
Hell
Hey,
no.
man.
It's been exciting to watch.
Yes. Hey, man, check this out. I'm going for Magic, bro. I'm going for Magic.
He did it with the Dodgers.
Not
Now he's
going.
about to do it with Washington.
Thank you for the
What's next?
Dodgers.
Soccer team.
Right.
Yeah, so,
Look, he got a little bit of magic behind him.
it's showtime.
Yeah. Back to back.
Oh, man. What's this? The PGA Genesis Invitational Tour, hosted by Tiger Woods, is set to move to Torrey Pines, San Diego, due to the complications of the Palisades fire.
A lot of stuff is getting moved around because of those fires.
Yeah, man. I got to say, shout out to Bahia Honey. We're using it right now because we are ashy.
Yes. He just saved
dry
my hands
air.
this morning.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
just saved my hands.
We also have 11 seasons ex-NFL player Cam Newton appeared on Special Forces and said it hurts him knowing that I can't provide like I once did. He also said he's been away from the NFL for 3 years and checks don't come in the same, adding he has 8 children.
Okay.
It's a real deal.
I don't know what to say about that. That's one of them things where they teach you beforehand and they teach you beforehand when before you get to the big leagues, like manage your money right. So I mean, I know that a lot of people want big families and everything, but you got to incorporate or put into play that you will once be retired and you're not gonna get the same money. So, ladies and gentlemen, kids, I stress money all the time. Work on your chicken, bro. You got to make sure you keep your finances, in play, just like, your health and everything else, because there's going to be a time where the money's not going to come in like it used to.
I just
we
have
all
a quick question about that, though.
absolutely.
When we talk about, because Cam is like, what, in his, like
Maybe
30?
He might be
maybe
32, 34.
Maybe 30, early 30s,
They're
right?
young.
So if you're basically like that young of an age and you're basically retired, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it possible to keep up a lifestyle even if you were managing your money, because you are technically
That's a long ways from the end of your life, yeah.
right? You are technically retired. So I wonder how he would have, even if he would have managed or saved or invested or whatever. How do you keep up something like that? I mean, the checks were like upwards of $700,000, right?
Yes.
Right.
So
And he
Right.
played
But-
11 seasons.
Right, exactly. Like, how
That's
do
a
you,
lot of bread.
How do you maintain that same lifestyle? It seems like you will
You don't.
still have to kind of like scale back. You know what I
Well,
mean?
they know what they say. The NFL really stands for not for long. So you have to, you kind of have
No
to,
fun league and all that. Yeah,
but
you're right.
You have to kind of like have some foresight. But even with his age, is it so much a thing of his controlling his money or self-control? Because 8 kids, I mean, even if he had one wife or those are by one woman, like that's a lot of children to care for and a lot of like provision. So you can have a regular house. All of us grew up in regular homes. Nobody could like house 8 kids. You would have to have like a big like house mansion with rooms and clothes, school, everything. So it's kind of like you have to have self-control in all aspects of your life, not just finances. Like I know
And
he
that's
was
where I
with
was
one
getting
woman
at.
for a long time. I think he has 3 or 4 kids by her, if I'm not mistaken. But then you went on and had like multiple children by multiple women. Like that's just like a detriment to your pockets.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
add something real
man.
quick too. The football player I used to cut when he would fly me around.
Oh,
traveling.
yeah,
So
you
Eric's
just
gonna
tell
do
me about
now.
that.
He has concussions. His situation a little different. But way back to 4 years before he quit, like he used to give me boatloads of money just to travel and cut his hair and his homeboys. He called me one day and said, "Hey, my financial advisor is starting to tell me to cut back." So he's seen it ahead of time. So thinking in the future, like Jay said, that's why I wanted to bring it up. They start thinking in the future. And another thing they have to deal with, like some of them don't know what else to do. And
True.
they're finding, maybe I can go coach somewhere, but if the jobs ain't open,
But don't they have
just sit at
degrees? Don't they have degrees?
home.
I
Some
mean,
of them.
but just because you got a
Some
degree,
of
that
them.
doesn't mean that you're gonna get a job tomorrow.
But
There's
I
a
agree
lot of
though.
people out here struggling
of
to get a job. A lot of
Right.
Then
people.
you still dealing with, it might not get talked about a lot, but trying to find yourself all over again. Some of them been playing football since Pee-wee.
And that's what
they
you
don't
gonna do
even know
also.
what they are.
that's
kinda
I mean, know
like
what they're
a
going
thing.
through.
And that's
like,
all you
that's all
know
I
is
know.
football,
I do
man.
want to say this. He did mention also that if he had to return, like tomorrow, next week, 2 weeks, what would be his thing that he did to get himself? And he sounded like he would still be able to play. He still has some
that's
play in
another-
him.
Yeah.
So that's something that also.
I don't know.
See,
Saying that you're in shape and being able to go back to the game is totally different than actually doing it. Like you can work out every day, but it's still different from playing every week and being in it.
I agree. The only person I think that could do that was Terrell Owens, because that boy stayed in shape.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Moving right along, artists received backlash from some fans for performing at the inaugural crypto ball event hosted by MAGA Inc. Among those criticized were Snoop Dogg, Nelly, Rick Ross, and Soulja Boy.
Here we go.
Y'all saw that Snoop video?
Yes.
Yeah, that was beforehand.
And he has a picture with Make America Great Again, somebody wearing a Make America Great Again hat, and they're like, welcome Snoop to MAGA. Like,
I haven't. What up, Mike? Call me. I'm gonna call you after this podcast, Mike. We gotta talk.
Oh, what's up, G? He said he earned over $135 million during his career.
oh, he should still
Yikes.
have some of that. Oh my God, that's a lot of money.
And that's why there's no excuse too.
Wait a minute, Cam Newton?
Yes.
That's Oh, you need
You
to
know
get
what?
slapped. You need to get
I
slapped.
retract everything. Look, dude, look, you should have figured it out.
And you don't have no more of that? Oh my.
You should have figured it out, bro.
He didn't say he
Clutch
didn't
his
have any
pearls.
more. He was basically saying that he can't be
It's difficult.
Superman for his kids because he doesn't.
Oh, because he got too many of
He's
them.
Welcome to the not the real world, but welcome to the average human being.
Yeah. Thanks, G. I can't feel sorry for that. I can't, because, it's a lot of us out here struggling. So I can't feel sorry for that, and you just got to scale back, and maybe can't get your kids, the diamond. Every kid can't get a diamond Rolex, they could probably just get a regular Rolex now. It'll be no big deal, whatever.
20 million would have put him over the top with real estate development. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Property, nothing.
Yeah.
And that's how they don't thinking future, like
Wow.
Jason said.
Foresight, yeah, really.
My bad, y'all.
But,
We went
no,
off
it's
the top.
cool.
We went off the
But
top. We went
Snoop,
back to the other topic.
back to SNOOP.
I mean, are we allowed to
Yeah.
change?
Look.
Are we allowed to change our minds?
That-
I mean, at
look.
one point, because someone believes something different, to me, it's entertainment. It felt like I was watching an after-party show. And then, like, the 3 parties I was waiting for Trump to come by and perform, everybody's sitting in there, and they're like, look, he's supposed to perform, but he ain't here yet, so you're just sitting around like, how many cocktails have I had? And then all of a sudden, the performer comes, they show up for 4 or 5 minutes, and then they leave and go to the next after-party.
Facts,
So
D.
he's like, I'm just gonna go make my money because they want me to perform. But at what price?
Here the price.
Are you an activist though? Or are you
I
just a
mean-
man out there getting money?
Bring your lifestyle to me. I'll make it
I don't,
better.
I don't think that he is supporting Trump, but if he is, he is. Like we all, every Christian ain't good, and every sinner ain't all bad. So that's one thing I can say.
But the role he portrayed, people
You know,
are upset.
yeah,
they feel
but-
like you went to the other side. No.
But if he was just performing and that's just that, whatever, man.
But I have mixed feelings about this. Like, I'm one of them people who are like, get yours in this capitalistic system. But at the same time, because we saw what Trump represented and how many bigots and how many people that really go against the fundamentals of our existence, the fundamentals of the LGBTQ community's existence. I mean, these are people who basically are saying we don't even want certain groups to even be in our space. And then you go and it's almost like it's a catch-22 because get your money, but at the same time, you almost take on a representation of what they stand for because the people in your community have been degraded,
Well, maybe
So-
he also shouldn't have accused other artists of going to shuck and jive for him. So.
Now,
he
I
did go
will
out.
say, I will
Yeah.
agree with that, Shima, and I do agree with you also, Mimi. It's just one of them things where, we can all point the finger, but, I mean, he made his money, and,
What you like, get your money, huh?
yeah, he made his money.
No, I'm having a whole thing in the comments right now with some of the people. Some people's catching up my drip. We laughing. Y'all go ahead.
Hey, all I gotta say is he got a mean pen game, y'all.
Yeah, there it is.
David. Never have a want, never have a need.
Moving right along, man. Biden pardoned several officials in the last 24 hours, including Anthony, Fauci?
Fauci, yeah.
Fauci, thank you. Liz Cheney, some of his staff who were on, wait a minute, the January 6th committee's indigenous activist Leonard Peltier,
Peltier.
thank you, Peltier, who was convicted of killing 2 FBI agents, Biden's family members, and General Mark Milley. I mean, it's still not as bad as Trump, pardoning all them cats from the inauguration. I mean, June 6th.
1,500, y'all.
1,500, who came in there and wrecked shop. So, I mean, I don't know.
One thing I've come to understand, people in power, I think they're going to wield it how they see fit, and sometimes morality isn't tied to it, like the J6ers, but at the same time, I can't blame that man for pardoning his son. I would not hesitate to get my baby out of a situation if I
Good,
could.
bad,
I
or
don't
indifferent.
care
Yeah.
what they did.
Yeah,
Now,
see?
as
And-
far as Anthony Fauci, I have my feelings about that. It was a lot of lies told during COVID. It was a lot of veil put over our eyes.
Oh,
So
yeah,
if anything, even if he don't go to jail, they owe us some answers. That period of time changed our whole lives.
You're right.
It
You're
altered
right.
everything. So I don't necessarily think it's fair that he doesn't have to make recompense or explain anything, especially when his wife had ties to different drug companies. It was all kind of conspiracies behind the scenes. So I don't know.
Hey man, it's a lot
Sounds
of
like you do
conspiracies.
know, though. I mean, because at the end of the day, like when you think about, this is a preemptive pardon for those people. So this is almost like a blanket pardon because you're not even really.
You didn't really get in trouble.
Yeah, you're not officially even have anything down. That's
You didn't
like,
have no heat.
Yeah,
None.
so it's like you kind of is that jumping the gun? Like, how do you explain that?
So were they evicted or just allegedly?
No, they didn't even get convicted yet.
It's a legend. Nothing now.
Yeah, they just
he
pardon.
basically did it to keep Trump from targeting them, I guess, in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this: when you get pardoned, I don't know about this. Somebody let me know, please. Do you walk out of jail right then? Like as soon as it's the ink before the ink dry, like don't that's what I'm saying. Like how long do you like do you be like this? Do you like
I wouldn't
you
know.
like first day like or what?
It's
Like,
a process. Remember what happened in Life?
Oh yeah.
Remember in the movie Life? They got pardoned, but
Right. Exactly.
oh boy, fella, died on a pooper, and they stayed in there. So,
I would like to know that.
oh man, that is our. Hey man, sidebar, that is our favorite movie in here. We watch Life every Saturday morning. Man, we love that movie. Moving right along. TikTok went dark Saturday night. Shortly before legislation banning the app went into effect on Sunday. A little more than 12 hours after it shut down, TikTok released a statement that they were restoring service and some users were able to access the app again as they work out a deal with U.S. officials. Even though it is still uncertain what the future holds for the popular app, the app is currently unavailable on the App Store.
Wake up.
Anybody cry about it here?
Why
barely
would
be
you
on
cry?
I know those.
It is an app.
Those teenagers was devastated. Okay.
So who cares?
Yeah.
It's gonna be another TikTok tomorrow. Like, all right, it's gonna be Talk Tick, whatever. Rinky Dinky, Rumbler Tumbler. I don't know. It's gonna be something.
Yeah, this is a distraction, just like
Yeah.
among other distractions. Like it's just like I do feel for the people who are monetized and their whole lives have turned and are shaped by that. And it's like they don't have a regular job, so that's how they make their money. But at the same token, it's like if you are in real life, if you working, you got children, you got a household, you not like this. Like now, we scroll to for me personally, it's to decompress. I'll scroll but I don't even have time to do that all day, let alone like do some challenges and dances in the backyard, make sure my lighting is right all day. It's just, I don't think normal people are doing that. It's just like influencers.
Hey
Yeah,
man,
but it's a way for people, like you said, influencers. It's a way for people who would have not made that much money. I mean, like millions of dollars, millions and millions of dollars in revenue on an app. Like, where can you do that at?
and don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at anybody making some bread, but you made bread, it came and it went. You're gonna have to figure something else out, like everybody else does in life. It's like I'm sorry, I want everybody to make some money, but some of this money is coming to us real fast, and we don't even know how to really respect the money. So you just got to figure something else out.
It shutting down my concern wasn't really for the people making money on there. That's neither here nor there for me. You got to go work. For me, I was more concerned how fast they came together to do such a thing. But we can't never seem to get other things done this fast.
Say that.
That's
facts.
scary to me.
That's
You came
facts.
together real fast for an app. But we got a lot of other stuff going on.
Healthcare, the homeless epidemic.
Come on, man.
Exactly.
Stuff going on, and
You
they
know.
can't decide anything or come together. But they
Right.
can sure save this app.
Yeah.
like
And
okay.
and at that point, it makes me feel like that's only one or two things. Then you either don't like the information that is letting out that you can't control, or you have an issue with the amount of money that's being generated on there for the average citizen.
You speaking
That's
facts.
it's either one of them
Facts.
two things for me,
Absolutely.
Facts.
Absolutely.
and that just should show you where they at.
Quick thought. What if that was the internet that just cut off and not just TikTok? It lets you know just how much control they have over our devices.
Oh, they have
Everything
so
that
much
runs with a
control.
computer,
You're right
basically.
about that.
Right.
How quickly
That's what I
something
thought
can just be.
Oh man,
Text like,
we
hey,
gotta
man,
watch
what
out.
if
We
this
gonna
is the
we
internet?
gonna get
What do we
demonetized
do?
after this.
Go
We
back
better
to
watch out. We getting close to the edge. We better watch out.
Just to make a quick observation though, I really, and if anybody knows, I really want to know, is there any difference with the different applications with the monetization? Because is it easier to make a bag on TikTok?
I do
than
think
is
it
on
was
YouTube?
easier on TikTok, and it's
They
faster.
they probably had less restrictions then, because we get monetized on YouTube for the most craziest things.
I don't know this for sure. I just remember if you post something on TikTok, it get like crazy views fast,
Yeah.
opposed to like the other two
Instagram,
platforms.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I hear a lot of people talking about Patreon. I think that's subscription based though.
Yeah, you got to pay for Patreon.
Yeah, but I'm interested in that. I would like to see more
Yeah,
black
you
people
want-
like get revenue. For
That's like a little
themselves
more
directly.
private. You know, it's I don't want to call it like an OnlyFans, but it's like it's some type of subscription for Patreon. And once again, you guys are checking out the Our Beauty Equilibrium podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe. It's free 99.
And I would like to add this. Okay.
Thanks, Professor G. She said, check out Fanbase, y'all. That's another, I guess,
I think
app
that's
like
black
TikTok.
owned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you,
He's a
Professor G.
musician's son, right? But in regards to the demonetization that we just talked about, as a matter of fact, Trump signs in order to end government censorship of social media. So that's something that just got signed yesterday.
See?
So
Immediately.
I don't know if we might have to like get rid of that button.
But
Let's see.
I
Oh, so we can start cussing on
Let's
here?
see. Let's.
Oh, Lynden, it's about to
Let's see.
change. It's about to be different. It's about to be a different podcast now.
It's
I can
like
cuss. Oh my God!
Trump
Watch out!
not to infringe on Americans' freedom of speech. So,
But I think that's like a double-edged sword. I think he's gonna play that more so to his benefit. If you're a Democrat or a liberal or you're saying something against him, you don't think that's gonna get shut down? Like he's signing that to me for his base, for his, for the people that support him to be able to
Absolutely.
put misinformation or.
What up, Tommy J?
There's a lot of misinformation out there. They just be saying. I was about to curse. They just be saying stuff like just making lies.
be
up.
lying.
All right, y'all. We got to move along.
Okay.
So next topic.
Oh,
in,
man.
in response to Drake's recent lawsuit, a spokesman for UMG said in a statement to Variety that the claims were untrue and illogical, accusing Drake of unintentionally and successfully using UMG's resources to engage in outrage rap battles to express his personal feelings about other artists. They claim he is weaponizing the legal system to stiffen another successful artist's creative expression. They are denying defamation and say they will protect any artist directly or indirectly targeted in the frivolous litigation claim. So Drake, once again, you're screwed.
I can't believe he took it there.
He did. And this is the same thing he was doing to the other artists. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Look, that's like the kid on the basketball court who got the ball like, oh, man, I'm going home with my ball. You're being a pump.
Hold on, no.
Take it on the chin, homie.
He's suing for defamation of character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the label, not even Kendrick. That's what I don't understand. Why is he not going after the individual? He's going after the label that they both
Because
are on.
he felt like the label
Allowed it.
was pushing
Right.
the music to the radio and everything like they were doing for Drake's music.
Yeah, but I was gonna say they also did it to his.
So it's an
Yeah,
eye
but
for an eye, bro.
I think they pushed it though with the intent to bring him down, because they don't want to pay him what he's worth. It's a lot going on behind closed doors.
Well, that's supports
You know what I
his
mean?
argument. That's what.
And I think, and I do think, this may have been done in the past, but was he making music? That song, Not Like Us, is almost like a pedophile anthem.
I mean,
Pedophile anthem?
okay.
I mean, there's key lyrics in the song that are like basically calling him a pedophile.
It goes back to why not sue the person? Why are you going after the label, knowing that the same privileges that they afforded to you, they gave to him, and overall,
That's why he lost. That's why he
but
lost.
he also gained fame too, because his name was still in the limelight. I'm sorry, but good publicity, bad publicity,
It's
it's
all
all
good
good
I don't
publicity.
think he's suing because he lost. Because if he is, that's terrible.
Dude, he's suing because he lost.
You know,
what you mean?
but to speak
No,
on your-
Lynden, he's suing because he lost.
I think he's suing behind people calling him a pedophile now behind this. He got to
Well,
protect his brand. He got
well,
endorsements.
I think it's layers to this.
It's a lot of layers for
Okay,
sure.
I think to the core, he's a pick-me. He wants to be liked. He wants to go into the room and light it up. He wants everybody to be at his feet. I think he's that kind of personality. I don't know his zodiac sign, but to me,
Scorpio.
But to me, it's like he gives that energy, like he wants to be the one at the center of attention. But to speak to your point, I don't know necessarily if they didn't want to pay him. I think they will. They're willing to pay anybody that will bring them cash. I think it's more so about control. I
Well,
think
no,
that they
yeah.
know if he makes one more album, finishes that, and he goes independent, and he doesn't need
Exactly
he's
what
a
I think.
He's a bigger artist
Yeah.
by himself than with the label.
See, that's what I'm
So
with
even-
her. So they had to dumb him down. That way he's not worth the money he was asking for them on his next deal. Or you won't be able to go get it elsewhere because you are a pedophile now. So you're not popping no more like that.
But again, it also goes back to even the Puffy and all these people that are coming out. He may have been doing this stuff, but they always sweep it under the rug if they're successful. If they make millions and everybody around them doing like kind of skeptical things, it's like it's okay as long as you making us cash and nobody knows and we can. How is it that a tape from 2016 never got seen until she walked away, sued him, and then boom, you got a tape coming out of nowhere. Nobody ever even knew about that. So I think that they keep things in the vault. They keep
This
things
is-
in the vault
listen.
when they want to have control.
All that's true, right? But once again, he's suing because he lost, right? He's suing because he lost, right?
No, his feelings are hurt,
His
yeah.
feelings are hurt, right? And he been doing shady stuff to people on low key, right? And it's just finally catching up to him.
That's what they said.
You
That's
know,
what they said.
he's sleeping with people's with dudes' chicks and doing all kind of scabby stuff that's just he dirty macking. He doing all that stuff.
I heard that
And
term
listen to
in
the words.
years.
Listen to the words.
And-
They allowed him to use their resources to engage in outrageous rap battles to express his personal
I mean, they basically
feelings
said,
about.
And you
know
got
you
to think
gonna
the
lose,
platform that he had. So Drake was Goliath, right? And he thought that Kendrick was David, but he thought that Kendrick didn't have that rock. You lost, bro. You lost. Deal with it. You ain't the man no more. It is what it is.
I'm kind of
It is what it
in the
is.
middle
Yeah, but to
because you shouldn't
separate-
sue because you lost. You don't do that.
No,
You
exactly.
don't.
But
And
that sets a dangerous
But if you're suing because
precedent.
your brand is threatened now because of these pedophile, narratives and stuff like that,
Then you
I'm-
shouldn't have
then
been
I'm
doing
with
what you was doing. No, then you shouldn't have been doing what you was
Well,
doing.
what was he doing? That is the same thing.
As what everybody else?
He's
I mean,
been
he may
picking
have-
at- he's been picking at other successful artists for years, doing little
Years.
petty
Calling them
things and-
something like that,
Man.
or is it like dirty macking?
Yeah, and you,
or
man, that is a
highlighting
code,
domestic
bro.
violence in
Listen, that
people's
is a code. You
relationships.
do not do that.
But just to segue really quickly into the question of the day, this goes what we're talking about. Should rap battles constitute cause for defamation lawsuits?
Hell no.
And
No.
will that change the rap
No.
game? Because that sets a very dangerous precedent. If you get to sue somebody just because your feelings get hurt.
Hell no. But I do think this is a different case to me because I feel like that might have been below the belt.
We got
like,
1 minute.
Okay. So if I'm in a rap battle and I highlight domestic violence in your relationship, and then you counter that with calling me a pedophile, I don't think that's the same thing.
But what if
I think
I'm
you
just
might have went
calling
below the
something
belt.
I know about you. What if I'm just calling out
Because
something I
hip
know
hop
about you?
glorified domestic violence all the time.
But
We've
one
been
thing,
doing that.
But one thing, right? One, he couldn't prove the domestic violence, right? But there is proof that's coming out that he over here messing with this.
Okay, that's another.
So once again, you lost, bro. You lost.
All right.
It is what it is. You lost. You lost. That's one thing I don't like about cats. You can't take fades, lose, and then cry about it. You lost, bro.
And with this particular thing, he lost, and it's something I think he won't come back from, like Meek Mill. And
I think he would have if he didn't do all this.
Exactly.
He should have just made
If
another record.
If he'd have just chucked it off as a loss,
I need a one last.
he could have still been doing his little sing-along songs, his keys and everything.
He could have did all of that.
But now you lost, bro. That's so bad.
So why
Oh,
didn't he
well.
do this with Meek Mill?
Huh?
Why didn't he do this with Meek Mill?
Because Meek Mill wasn't trying to sue the record company, and he won. He
That's my thing.
towered over Meek Mill. You know, he couldn't do this to Pusha T because
So
Pusha
that's
T
my
was just
point.
was just a lyricist in it. You know, and he just stung him. Pusha T stung him one time. Was like, bam, okay, I got you. You know. But Kendrick is just diabolical.
Y'all
like,
let us
I'm
know
gonna
in the
keep coming
comments.
at you.
I can't beat you on the mic,
he
so I'm
should
gonna
have
try to
just
beat
kept
you in the
making us dance
paper.
because he's not tough. He's not a tough guy. That's where he went wrong. Trying to be.
No, and that's the thing. You
You're
know,
not a
you
gang
try to
member,
be
Drake.
tough.
You're not a gang
Look.
member.
Anyways, y'all, this is our show. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. It's free 99. Of course, we'll see you next week. Y'all be safe out there. You know, we still praying for the firefighters, Palisades, Altadena, Pasadena, everyone. All our loved ones, man. We love y'all.
Pray for the world.
Yes,
Trump is
pray
in
for the
office.
world
Trump
because
is in office.
not only is stuff happening out here, it's happening in different countries too. So pray
Shout
pray
out.
for everybody. y'all.
Everybody.
You know, see you next week.
Yes.
Hit it, Shima.
Kick it up.